Are you crazy? I can't forgive them. You don't know what they've done to me. There are some things you just can't forgive. Hi, I'm Katherine Norland, and I can completely understand this position. When someone has put you through such horrific things that they have scarred you or someone you love, physically, mentally, or emotionally, I know how hard it can be and how easy it is to harbor hate and to feel justified in doing so. Some things really do feel unforgivable. Can you really forgive those who have hurt you? Often we think if we forgive someone for what they've done, that means that we're okay with it, that we condone it, or that they've gotten away with something. But that is not what forgiveness is at all. And I want to show you how forgiving someone is really the best thing you can do to free yourself from more damage done by that person and their past actions. The dictionary says forgiveness means to, 1, grant someone a pardon or remission of an offense or a debt, to absolve. Now, when we absolve someone, we set them free of guilt or blame for their consequences. That means we're not constantly hanging something over their head saying, you owe me this. You must pay me back. You must give me restitution. Restore back to me my former state. When you're doing that, you're the one that's trapped. You become the debt collector for something they're never going to pay back. And you wear yourself out every day expecting something you're never going to get. Which goes with the second definition, which is to give up all claim or account of, like to remit the debt. So you're not saying, I'm happy with what you did or that you deserve this. You're saying, I am done holding this over your head. If we keep holding something over their head, again, we're trapped because that's something that's in constant need of follow through. It becomes our duty to keep an account of what is owed to us, and it takes precious time away from us enjoying our life now. The third definition is to grant a pardon to a person. This isn't taken lightly. It's not like, oh, I beg your pardon for this little inconvenience or mishap. No. When they use the word pardon in a court of law, it is for a serious crime or a major offense or offender. It's not something taken lightly. And it shows a great kindness on your behalf to do it. It takes someone extremely benevolent to release a person who should be punished. But if we don't, again, we're trapped because we can't be the one to carry out suitable punishment anyway. Oftentimes we give them what we think they deserve, an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. And if we do that, that's going to have serious repercussions. 2 wrongs never make a right. And we have to remember, we are not their judge. The only righteous judge out there is God, and he says in Deuteronomy 32:35, vengeance is mine, and recompense their foot shall slip in due time, for the day of their calamity is at hand. And the things to come hasten upon them. And then you've got Romans 12:17-19. Repay no one evil for evil. Have regard for good things in the sight of all men. If it is possible, as much as it depends on you, live peaceably with all men. Beloved, do not avenge yourselves, but rather give place to wrath, for it is written, vengeance is mine, I will repay, says the Lord. So I'm going to take God at his word, that he's the one, he doesn't lie. Now the fourth definition is to cease from feeling resentment and like to forgive one's enemies. Where have we heard that before? This is a big one. Ouch. This goes beyond the forgiving. Matthew 5:44. I tell you to love your enemies. Pray for those who persecute you. I don't know about you, but I can't do that on my own. I need a whole lot more of Jesus filling me up and emptying myself to be able to pull that one off. The last definition is to cancel an indebtedness or a liability, to forgive the interest owed on a loan. When we forgive the offender, they no longer owe us a thing. No restitution, no apology, no admitting the crime committed, nothing. But what does that do for us? It brings us freedom. We are no longer trapped, having to be the judge, the jury, the hangman, the debt collector, the accuser, the wrong righter, the keeper of all awful memories, the one who tracks everything about the offense and why it shouldn't be gotten away with. Unforgiveness is a trap that allows their acts to not just live in your past, but it brings them into your present, spoiling your current reality, and it propels them and their acts into your future when you refuse to let go of them. That way you're allowing that person to hurt you over and over again, continually, long after the acts have stopped. Forgiveness is not releasing them from the trap. It's releasing you.